Good morning, everyone, and welcome. My name is Dawn of Embracing Dawn, and this is your weekly read from September 20th till September 26th. So this will be a reading for all fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We're going to start with Leo, and then I'll do Leo and Sagittarius after, but I will timestamp it. So if you go to that description, that little inverted triangle, open it up, it'll be timestamped. Just click on the time and go straight to your reading, okay? Okay, so we're going to get started with an oracle to give us an idea of what our focus will be for Aries. Welcome, Aries. And this is your weekly read for September 20 to September 26th. And let's see what we've got going on here. Flying free. I unfurl my wings and fly. All right, so you've got to focus this week on, opening up and being more of what is true to you, soaring higher. So this could be that you're breaking out of a pattern of some kind. It could be that, if you're on a spiritual journey, that you're going through a level of ascension and you're upgrading. Let's see what this might have to do with here. Okay. So taking a look to begin, we have the Eight of Swords, which is restriction. So on some level, Aries, those of you that this applies to, this is a general read. Sorry, my plant is in the way here. All right, let's try and sort this out. Okay, so restriction means, you see that the swords are all hanging there. That's air sign, so that could be anyone connected to an air sign, perhaps that's coming in, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. But the restriction is you're at a space where you're not sure if you want to move forward or if you need to, sort of regroup with something and let it go. So in terms of flying free and being able to unfurl your wings, the way this connects in is that you have been feeling stuck for those Aries that this connects to. You've been feeling as though you can't freely express yourself and freely be who you want to be. And that's weighing on you. It's weighing on your mental body in particular. And then we have here, we've got Three of Cups reunion, which is beautiful. And Cups is a water sign, so that could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And this is indicating that you're going to have a little reunion of some kind. Somebody's going to come back into your life that perhaps has been absent for a while. You've been at a distance for a while. Or it could be that you're reuniting with some friends that you haven't had an opportunity to see for a long time, or family members. But this is going to inspire you, this reunion, whatever this represents for you. This is going to spark you, whether that's a conversation you have on the phone or it's, reuniting in person. But this is going to help you get out of this restricted energy and this stuck energy. And it's going to help you to move forward and to really open yourself up and see the gifts that you have to offer if you allow yourself to be big and to express yourself, the way that really fully aligns with who you are. And once this happens, this leads to number 3, the Queen of the Ocean, which is abundance. And she would be the Empress in the major arcana. So that's all about not just, financial abundance, but that's everything. She's fertile, she's loving, she's caring, she's she's all the things. So you could be birthing new ideas, birthing new projects. This could literally mean that someone is going to bring a baby in the world, so to speak. It all depends on you individually, but this also could represent, this is a feminine energy, but it doesn't have to represent a feminine identity. It can be any identity at all, but this could represent a figure in your life that's going to come in, or it could represent you, Aries, where, you know, you're going to finally be able to bring out all of that nurturing, that beauty, that sense of abundance, that joy, that pure bliss that, you know, you've been restricted from and holding back from. So this, coming into this next week, Aries, it does look like you've been feeling some heaviness. You've been feeling like you're stuck and you need to break through. And the card here is saying, like, it's absolutely time to break through. It's time for you to get connected and, you know, really tune into yourself. Like, that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you've been allowing yourself to not be squashed, but you've been allowing yourself to sort of, you've been stopping your expression. You've been stopping yourself from acting, doing, or saying certain things, and you just reached this place where maybe you feel like you're in a little bit of a corner there. So this reunion, whoever this pertains to, and this could be more than one person, they're going to come in and help you shift your perspective and see your worth with regard to this card. And then that's going to bring about that beautiful, beautiful abundance. And that could represent you and your energy. It could also represent a person that's going to come into your life, or may already exist and, you know, you didn't realize that they could, their energy could bring that to you. So keep your eyes out for that. And we'll pull another oracle card here. Okay, awakening consciousness. So realize that the outside world and the flow of inner emotions come and go. But you, the one who experiences these things, remains consciously aware of whatever passes before you. And that's all about, you know, in conscious awareness, that's about being the observer. So yes, you know, we are spirits in human body, and we do live our daily lives experiencing them as the human, you know, the human form. But there's always that part of us, you know, that soul that is the overseer. It's the, it watches objectively. It's not attached to the stories that play out in our lives. It's deeper than that. It's all knowing. And there's always that piece, you know, there's always that piece of us that is active and is working. And the more we consciously tap into that and focus on connecting, the quicker the connection is, and the more you can find this beautiful detachment. And it's not a matter of not loving or being deep in relationships. We are meant to have beautiful relationships. We are meant to have joyous experiences in this world, but we're also meant to have those with the understanding that everything is shifting and everything can be temporary. You know, people come in and out of our lives for reasons, and we may have a life partner for life, and that's a beautiful thing. We may have, you know, several partners throughout our lives, or several, you know, love connections in whatever way that they present themselves, and get as much from them and you know, go deep into that in terms of the joy and the learning and the growing and all of the beauty they can bring, but with the understanding that, you know, when we've all learned our lessons, so to speak, it's time to move on. So within this, you know, perhaps this restriction came about because you were very attached to something that was happening over here. And this might help you to gain some perspective and allow you to see it from a different light. Okay, so Aries, those are your messages for this week. I hope that you have an excellent week ahead, and remember to live big and shine your light bright. Until next time. All right, hello Leo, how are you? Welcome. This is your weekly read for September. I keep going back to August. September 20th to 26th. And let's draw an animal spirit oracle for you this week. That's too many. Let's get a different one. Okay. And then we'll draw some tarot, and then we will draw another oracle as an ending message. Okay, spider spirit, make your dreams real. This is beautiful. So 56, and that would reduce down to an 11. So, or a 2 in Roman numerals, so that those are master numbers. And you notice all of the beautiful purples, and we've got the orbs in here. You know, spiders are very industrious and they're meticulous, and they see from many different perspectives because of their, like symbolically, because of their eyes. So this is all about making your dreams come true, making your dreams real. So Leos that connect with this, you've got something in the works here. You've been thinking about something, dreaming, daydreaming, night dreaming. Perhaps when you do free writing, the same kind of thing comes up. And this is all about what do you truly want, because you have the power to manifest that. You have the power to bring that forward into your life and make it real. So let's pull some tarot to get a little more information. Okay. So yes, you've been feeling like there's a loss. We have the 7 of Swords here. And the 7 of Swords is, the key word is loss, but it could be that you've been working on something. Air is, you know, that's all about the mental body. Thought forms, you know, spinning and spinning. So with this coming up, it could be that you've been working on something and it just feels like it's at its end. You're at a crossroads with it. You don't know what to do with it. You're stuck. So you're thinking of perhaps letting it go, perhaps abandoning that and moving on to something better. This could also be something secretive, you know, where there's something going on that you're not fully aware of. And there's a little bit of secrecy somewhere in the mix with the people around you. So then we have here 8 of Wands, and Wands is you, that's fire. And this is all about travel, things manifesting quickly. So overcoming this sense of loss, or coming to a space where you take a look at whatever this is, you know, if this is connected to the dream that you want, something that you've already put into motion, Leo, then this could really indicate that the path that you're traveling to get there is perhaps not the way. So you may need to set, yeah, that's it. You need to set aside the direction or the approach you're taking, but then once you do that, it's going to open up for you, and all of a sudden things are going to change very quickly for you. Things are going to open up. You just, it's not a matter of this not working out, because you've got this beautiful spider energy that's indicating that it is going to work out. It's that this place where you feel like you're stuck, you're lost, you might have to drop it and let it go, doesn't necessarily mean you have to do that. It's just the approach that you're taking is maybe not the path, and you're going to reach that goal another way. Now, it could also mean that if you really and truly feel inside, you know, intuitively, that this particular thing you do need to let it go, then coming in, things are going to move very quickly for you in a new direction to bring you into a new path. So this is either something that you're going to find a new direction with the existing, you know, creativity, project or idea that you're working on, and just looking at it from a different perspective, it's going to open up and things are going to manifest quickly. Or it could be that perhaps this does need to go and it will be different for all of you. And once you decide that, things will open up and move quickly because the energy will be open for you to do that. And then we have 6 of Pentacles, generosity. The Pentacles are earth signs. And this is all about accepting and receiving help. It's all about, you know, giving without the expectation of anything in return, and graciously receiving without the feeling of obligation or being indebted to someone as well. That generosity of spirit. So you've got that coming in this next week. In particular, you know, particular to this situation here, however this pertains to each of you Leos, you know, so take a look at whatever this is and understand you have the magic to manifest your dreams. Look at things from different perspectives with different eyes, just like the spider energy does. And this is all going to be really smooth. Look for someone, possibly an earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because these are pentacles, that has some knowledge, has some expertise, has some perhaps financial backing in some way. You know, they're willing to offer from an open heart space some support for you in this matter, and be willing to accept that with grace. And, you know, don't say, oh, no, it's okay, I can do it myself, I'll figure it out, I don't want to owe anybody. That's not the nature of this reading. There's somebody here that really wants to come forward and wants to share that, you know, share with you in order for you to manifest this, all right? And it could also be you. I mean, this is a general reading, so this could also be you giving as well. Perhaps you have something to give and you've been holding it very close, and you haven't been willing to share that, or haven't found the right moment. And maybe now this week you're going to come into a situation where that opens up for you, and it will be you will be able to share just for the sake of sharing, and whatever that is, your wisdom, your advice, your support, your financial, you know, support, investment, whatever that pertains to. But Pentacles is usually around material things, right? So this is quite lovely. Let's see where this, let's pull this deck, and I just want to figure out which oracle. We'll do this one. It's got some animals in it. So we'll pull one more card, Leo, to see how the reading wraps up for you. And please like and subscribe to help me grow and keep us connected and share with others. Okay, so let's see what this one has. Opening to love. My heart is open. See that? There you go. So you've got, you can see that there's travel here. You can see that, you know, you've got this beautiful heart space with the fire bursting out. You've got so many of the elements. You've got the flag with the air. So your heart is opening up here. So this may have to do with a relationship, or this just may have to do with you and your heart space, and how you've been blocked in this, you know, over here. And now moving through this energy, your heart's really going to open up, and you're really going to be able to see things from the different perspectives, and things will move very quickly for you. And, you know, look for that person, look for those clues and signs for that generosity of spirit, where you're going to get support and receive it with grace, or that you're going to be the one that is able to share yourself with no expectation, just because, you know, and that opens up your heart space and elevates your frequency for sure. All right, Leo, so that's your reading for this week for September 20 to 26. Remember to live big and shine your light bright. Until next time. Hi Sagittarius, let's get started with your reading. This is your weekly reading for September 20 to 26. And we're going to pull an oracle and then do some tarot, and then we'll pull a final message for you. Whoops, okay, that's way too many. Put these back together for a sec. Okay, let's see what's coming up. So we have collaborative dreaming. Okay, so you are getting information in your dream space. So Sagittarius, I don't know what your dreams have been like lately, but we're just sort of coming out of the portal of the new moon energy for this latest new moon. We have all kinds of retrogrades in play, including that Mars retrograde with communication, right? And Mercury's communication. Sorry, Mars is that, you know, that assertion, aggression, that kind of thing, that moving forward. So you've got this message of collaborative dreaming. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your daydreams, your night dreams, the people in your dreams, if you can remember them. If they're ethereal, you know, pay attention to that. And maybe keep a little piece of paper by your bed, so that when you wake up, you can write down what it is you remember, even in snippets. and see if you can make some sense of it during the day. But your dreams right now, collaborative is, you're being visited, in the astral realm in your dream time, either by your angels, your guides, by others on a different dimensional plane. So really pay attention to that. We've had 2 pop out, so now we'll pull the last one here. Okay. This is a big one, Sagittarius. This is a really big one. You've got a lot of, you've got court cards and major arcana here. So with regard to this collective dreaming, you've got the High Priestess here. And she is all about intuition. The High Priestess is major arcana. She is, she's not an action card, but she could definitely represent a figure, a feminine figure. It could be a female, but it can be any identity, but the energy is feminine. It's intuitive, it's watching, she's passive, she's all-knowing, and she's just observing the way things are happening. So this could embody your energy where you need to really observe your daydreams, your night dreams, the groups of people that are showing up, even in your intuitive flashes that you may get through the day. And pay attention to that. Don't do anything with it, just absorb all of the intuitive messages that you may get, and if this is a person coming into your life that's going to help with, interpret your dreams, work with what comes through your dreams, then this could represent the nature of that person who's quite embodies those characteristics, okay? But now you have a second major arcana. You've got the Magician, manifestation. So this is next up from the Fool. The Fool is the beginning of the journey where you don't really know where you're going. And the Magician is in that place where now he's got some direction. Now he's got the beginnings of some focus and his energy is ready to manifest that. So these 2 together are very powerful. We've only drawn 3 tarot. 2 of the 3 tarot are major arcana, which generally represent more important or larger life events than day-to-day things. So in terms of your collective dreaming and how this connects into that, you could have a male figure, feminine figure, and again, it could be any identity, but that's what's on the cards. And also, this could represent you either way, or these could represent actual people that will be coming into your life or already in your life to help you to manifest these dreams. So even collective dreams can be interpreted as perhaps, you've started something through your job, your career, through a group, like a group you're passionate about, a social group or a spiritual group, whatever it might be. And collectively, you are working together to manifest this. And you're using your beautiful intuition and your ability to just sit back and use your wisdom and not act too soon. And then you're able to get into this manifestation stage where you can actually make this happen using this wisdom and this guidance. And that actually makes a lot of sense to me. And then you've got the Queen of Cups here, and she's a court card, and she's all about sensitivity. She's emotional, she's intuitive, she's nurturing, she's lovely. She's a good counterpart to our High Priestess here, because she's all the feels here. The Cups is the water sign. That's emotions, so it could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces that is, that may be coming in as well. So you have 2 feminine figures here and you have 1 masculine figure here. So one of these could represent you, or they could represent somebody else. But this is a beautiful read because in the collective here, that's the collective consciousness in our spiritual state, but it could be the physical state. We can interpret it that way, where you're within a collective that's working together to, really a lot of wisdom with these people or within these situations. There's a lot of maturity and wisdom, nurturing and guidance there that's available for you. And you're at the beginning of this major journey. So you've definitely already started this, whatever it is, because the Magician comes in, you know, as something's unfolding, not at the very, very beginning. He's very new, but he's not, it's not without focus, you know? So you're working and growing and manifesting something quite strong, and it really could be long-lived. Whatever this is, it could be very long-lived, and it could help the collective, you know, our consciousness, our collective consciousness, and the universe as well. Like, never dispel or discredit the actions of one of us. You know, one of us makes a decision that helps, even in the smallest way, has that such a big ripple effect that we have no idea about. We really don't. All right, let's pull one more card, and please remember to like and subscribe for me so that I can grow and build and stay connected with you. So we have number 40, Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. Okay, so that's lovely. You notice the browns and the tans and the reds. Stay grounded with whatever this is. Stay grounded, stay focused, pay attention to the details. So if it's in contracts, you know, make sure you pay attention to the fine print. If this is in relationships, professional or personal, pay attention to those little details. Be intuitive like this, you know, this High Priestess here, where you're really tuning in and you're using your intuitive skills and your empathy, and, you know, the word, like, you're not holding back, but you're sitting back, like your patience. You're using your patience here because you have the ability to, as I said, really go far with whatever this manifestation is for you, but pay attention to the little things, and that's not just the fine print. You know, that's the way that you interact with others. It's the kind of integrity you bring to the relationships, whether they're personal or professional. And this is a beautiful read. It, you know, it could go well beyond this week, and it will.